Okay, so hey YouTube. Sorry it's been a couple of days since I made a video, but I'm home now. Um, it was a really long, boring, lonely drive to get here, but I'm here, and I'm excited to be back, and I'm especially excited to be able to really crack down on making my videos that I've been wanting to make. I feel really unprepared right now because the part of the reason I wanted to make this video was to talk about something that I ordered for myself as like a Yule present. I always get myself things for Yule every year, things that I plan to use or read if they're books in the following year, before the next Yule. Here I got 3 books and a pendulum. I had a pendulum before that was black tourmaline, but I have no idea what happened to it. Like, I had it, I used it all the time, and now I can't find it. But I got a new one. This one is in black tourmaline. It's opal, and I love it. I love it so much. It's almost like there's a light inside of it. It's like shining out of it, and I think that's one of the reasons I love opal so much is because that's what all opal looks like. Sorry, but I'm back. This is my pendulum. Can't really see how beautiful it is on this crappy camera, but it's that big. It's not a very big pendulum. And it's got a Swarovski crystal at the end, a blue one. And I just really love it. I feel like I was really connected to my black tourmaline one because black stones to me are, I don't know, they're like, I'm really attracted to them, I guess. I got my class ring, my high school class ring. Most people were like getting birthstones or their favorite color, and I got a black onyx in mine. Like, everyone else's is like shiny and has all these things engraved on it and all that stuff, and mine has a black onyx in it, like literally. But anyway, I normally love dark stones, so this was a big change for what I normally would be attracted to in terms of stones. I have a large collection of them, but I just like crystals and stones in general. But for a pendulum, I figured I at least would be more drawn to the darker things. I really love it, and I can tell that it's not like fake or something like that, I guess, because it has like a unique temperature and feeling that you can't get with something plastic, and it's not plastic, but it's also got a little imperfection toward the tip where it like bulges out right here, where it just wasn't smoothed perfectly, and I love that about it. Like, that's one of my favorite things is like when you hold it, you can feel the character of it. I love that a lot. I was playing with this a lot yesterday when I first got home, and I don't know, I'm just so happy to have it because my mom, when I called the day before I came home, she was like, a box came for you today, but it's a really small box. What did you get? And I was like, oh, I mean, it's just a pendulum. You can open it if you want. So then she put it back away, and I got it the next day when I got home. But also the next day when I got home, one of the other things I ordered for myself was here. So before I show it to you, this thing I actually did have next to me, but before I show it to you, I just want to say that one of my favorite pagan authors is Christopher Penczak. I'm not sure why. I can't really explain it in a very good way. So I'm gonna try to do it anyway. I really love his writing style. I love the way he writes and how he addresses his audience, and his writing makes you feel comfortable. It makes you feel as if he's trying to reach you as a person and not trying to reach you as an audience, if that makes sense. All his writing's so personal, and you can tell that it means so much to him, and that he's sharing it with you because it matters to him. And it's not just a money-making factor, and it's not just oh hey, I can write about this because there's not many people, so people will read it, right? No, he is writing about it because of how much it really means to him, and that's exciting to me. And I had read part of the book that I'm about to show you before, in a ebook PDF kind of version, and I really liked it, and I was like, I want the hardback version, but Books a Million and Barnes and Noble, they're just so expensive, like $18 to $20 a piece, and I'm like, no, no. So, but because I mean, I would buy them like that. They're worth the money, but it's just I couldn't buy more than one of them at a time if I were to do that. And I like kind of stockpiling when I buy things, so I like buying in large quantities. So it just didn't fit that aspect of my wanting to buy it. So I was like, I'll just get it online when I can get it on sale or something from Amazon. And I ended up finding it for like $2 before shipping, so it was like $5. And I was like, yes, that's great. Like, I don't mind used books. I actually prefer them because the thing with used books is people get them, they read them, they underline what's important to them, they write in it, especially with pagan books. I've noticed that a lot when I've gotten used ones, is people have like bookmarked pages and underlined things because it mattered to them. It was what stood out. And it's interesting to read after them and realize, oh, that's why that mattered to this person. And you can almost get a good understanding of who that person is based on what they underlined and what they thought was important, what notes they took in the margins, that kind of thing. So I got the book, and I've really been enjoying that about it, is that there are things underlined, and I haven't been necessarily agreeing that those are the things that are important. But anyway, I will show it to you now. I am currently 48 pages in, and I've only had it for 2 days, so that's exciting. This is The Inner Temple of Witchcraft, Magic, Meditation, and Psychic Development by Christopher Pinzak. I also ordered The Outer Temple of Witchcraft in my order, and I previously had been gifted The Temple of Shamanic Witchcraft, which I don't know where that is either. It's wherever my yearbook is from last year. Like my senior yearbook, it's with that book, wherever that is. Because at the end of my senior year, I had a big breakdown with my mom and with the whole boxing up of stuff, and I stayed a couple of weeks at my boyfriend's house in the time period that I was reading that book, like really, really intensely reading it. And I also had my senior yearbook with me, because it was like right after graduation or whatever. So, when I brought all that stuff back from his house, I'm not sure exactly where it got put, but it's where once I find one, I'll find the other. And I've got a while before I'm going to need it again, because I've decided that I'm going to read this one, and then I'm going to do Outer Temple, and then Shamanic, because that's the order he wrote them in, and that's the order he intended them to be studied. And each book's set up to be like a year-long study. So I've got a long time before I'm really going to need to find that book, but I really hope to find it before then, because I want to know where my yearbook is too. But anyway, more about the plans for this. I wrote on the inside cover the start date. I started reading this December 17th, 2013, and there's an intention ritual before the first lesson that I intend to do Yule 2013, and I intend to finish this book by Yule 2014, and that's exciting to me because I don't know, I think there's an initiation thing in the back. I'm gonna check on that real fast. Done. Yeah, there's an initiation thing in the back that you don't necessarily have to do, but I might do a little bit of that in my Yule 2014 ritual, but also I'm pretty sure there's some sort of intention thing in the front of his outer temple, because his shamanic one has one too at the beginning. So I think that it's kind of a trend with his books, is that before you go start the first lesson, you do a sort of intention ritual to like set that you're gonna do this, and you really mean it. Basically, that's what I intended as anyway, is that you do the intention ritual to kind of set that you're gonna do this, and that like you want you want this. You want to gain the knowledge and all of that stuff that's in it. Sorry, Haunted Highways on in the background, and I got really distracted by the like pre-commercial flash forward thing that they do, and I was like, what the hell is going on? But anyway, I'm not to the first lesson yet, which is good because I'm not gonna start the first lesson until Yule, which is really close, and I'm getting really excited. So I guess I can talk about that in this video too while I'm here. So my plans for Yule thus far, I'm gonna get up before sunrise. I already looked up the time for sunrise. I don't have it up or written down right now around me, so I'm not gonna lie to you and tell you what time sunrise is on Yule because I don't have it memorized right now. But I do have it written down, and I do have it saved on my file for the ritual that I haven't quite fully written out yet. But anyway, my Yule ritual this year, I'm going to get up really early in the morning before sunrise. I'm going to do my ritual, which I'm not going to tell you all of that stuff because I find it very personal. If I decide to, I may take some pictures, maybe a little bit of video, and put it together for you and post it up here. But I'm not going to tell you like the nitty-gritty details of what I do for my ritual. But I'm going to do my ritual. I'm going to do personal meditation that I like to do for Yule. And after that's over, I want to go and climb a tree that's in my yard. It's not a very tall tree, but it's tall enough that I can like see over my house. Because to be honest with you, I'm not 100% certain which direction is east from my house. I have a generally good idea of which direction is east, but I'm not positive. So I want to be high enough up that if I'm off, there's not something blocking my view because I want to watch the sunrise. There still could be something blocking my view because there's like woods on all sides of me, but that's fine. It's gonna happen a little bit because I don't have like a horizon view around my house, but I just want to be high enough up that that's minimized as much as possible. So plus I love the tree in my yard. I used to sit in it all the time. So that's what I'm gonna do. My ritual, I'm going to watch the sunrise, and then I'm gonna do a tiny itty bitty ritual after the sun is up. And the tiny little itty bitty ritual will probably include the intention ritual for this book that I'm about to endeavor. And as I said before, I read I think it was to lesson 5. Yeah, I read to lesson 5, which is like back here in the book. Like this part, this to here is lesson 5, and there's still like this much of the book left. But I read to like lesson 5 on my PDF, and I got a lot out of it, and that's what really matters. And I also, at the time I was reading it, started reading watching the Journey Through the Temple YouTube channel, which sadly doesn't make videos anymore, but you can still go back and look at all the old ones, and I was really enjoying following their experiences with each lesson through their journey of it, and I'm sad that they don't make videos anymore. But I get it, you're done with the book, so you can't really. But yeah, that's what I plan to do for a while. But I'm going to be home for a very long time, long enough that I'm going to get through the first lesson of this completely before I leave to go back to school. And I think that's good, because if I didn't get through the first lesson, I wouldn't really necessarily have the basis of starting the progress, and then if I got to school and got distracted, I may not do it. So with the first lesson done, I'm gonna have like taken a step forward, too far forward to just back out, is my opinion. So my nose is just. So once I've done that, then I'll be good, and I'm gonna continue to make videos and continue to update you guys about how this process is going, how my life is, how my Yule goes, and all that stuff. So I hope you guys are having a great holiday season, and let's be. Mwah.